para distraerte, para hacerte mal. No.
No.
Para darte un ejemplo. Entonces, ¿cómo era este?
Ready.
Este.
Steady.
O sea, ¿cómo es este?
Ready.
Ready. Pues así, con esa vas a decir esta.
Steady.
Y haz de cuenta que vas a decir estéril. Así vas a decir estéril.
Steady.
Steady, así. Si yo les pongo un ejemplo, no es para distraerlos o hacerles mal, sino es para darles una pauta. Okay? So, Britain declines steadily. Ajá, como si fueras a decir estéril. Así, estéril. Pero te vas a pegar esta, ¿no? Steadily. Steadily. Así. Steadily. Okay. So, here we see the changes. We start in present, then we have past, and then we have past. What is the explanation, please?
To move from a general statement to specific examples.
Example. So this is the general statement. This is the general statement. And these about Rome and Britain are the specific examples taken from the past. So that is why these are in past. Letter B. Noemi, read the example.
Okay. 100 years ago, the life expectancy in the United States was about 65. Nowadays, it has increased by an average of 10 years. In the next century, if current trends continue, people should be able to live until their 90s. Interestingly enough, however, 100 years ago, the number of people who were over 100 was less than 1% of the population. That figure has not changed substantially even today.
Okay, so we start with the past. And this past is justified by this expression. By the way, we need a comma here. So ago, it's 99.9% of the time, it's going to force us to use simple past. Then, observe that in this initial position of the sentence, we start with the k. And this is going to help me with my reader or with my interlocutor so that he or she understands that I'm going to change the tense because I changed from ago to today. And we change the tense. And then, again, in initial position, we have this time expression changing the time frame. So that is why we have this present. Remember that present was used to express future in the company of if, when, until. Then we have this modal. Then again, we have, I have already let him in. And in theory. We have, again, 100 years ago. So this is going to justify that I changed to the past. And then this is announcing that this past action is related to the future. So, can you read the explanation now?
Yes. To show contrast between one time and another.
So, and how do we announce there will be contrast? With the time expressions. So that is why they appear at the beginning of the sentence. So it helps, it prepares your reader or your interlocutor uh, for a change in what you're going to say. Mhm. Well, and finally, letter C. Odette.
I saw an elderly lady yesterday. You don't see her kind much anymore. She was wearing a black dress and she was carrying an umbrella. Most elderly ladies I know don't carry umbrellas, and pants are more common than dresses. As she walked down the street, I thought about how much life has changed since she was my age.
Okay, hold on a second. I don't know if you noticed that this story has the main story, which is here. I saw an elderly lady yesterday. She was wearing a black dress and she was carrying an umbrella. As she went down the street, I thought about how much life has changed since she was my age. This is the main story. And what we have in bold characters is a generalization that you are trying to establish considering these facts. Mhm. And for that reason, you change to present because present is used for general truths. Mhm. So the story is in past. I saw, she was wearing, she walked down the street, I thought, mhm, and life has changed since she was my age. But the others, the general truth is in present. It's a bit like the opposite of letter A, where we started with a general truth, so to say, and the general truth was in present. Mhm. Is it clear?
Yes.
Hello? Are you there?
Yes.
For homework, you have to do exercise 5. So the instructions say, make the following passages, mark the following passage with a vertical line. Well, this is not exactly vertical. This is like a forward slash. In the first example, in number 1, they have already included these divisions. In the others, they haven't. Mhm. So you have to do them. And in addition, you have to try to indicate where the time frame changes and try to explain why, if they are using this pattern or this pattern or this pattern, which of the 3 patterns you can recognize. Well, as you will notice, there is a mistake in the book because there is number 2 and number 2. Okay, so this is in reality number 3. Mhm. So in number 2 and in the divisions are not indicated. So apart from finding the divisions where you find the time frame changing, you have to indicate what kind of change you notice, from a general truth to an example, or from a particular instance to a generalization, or changing time, the changing contrast between one time and another. So exercise 5 is for homework. Is it clear?
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
And don't miss tomorrow's lesson because we are going to have or explanation and the rules. The rules are long for subject verb agreement. And unfortunately, they are usually not explained altogether in any book. So please come. Well, now, you had another assignment, and before we practice that assignment, let's go to this material. We were here, right? My computer is very slow, apparently. Wait a second. Little by little, it's coming. Okay, so you can recognize this material.
Yes.
Yeah, these are the tags for surprise. So this is another way to practice asking questions and another way to review all the tenses. So the first thing, I am going to give you back the control of your screens so that we can practice this one. Before we practice with your own surprising ideas. So we have this conversation. Here you have the new information that you are going to use to replace in the conversation. And then you're going to practice with a partner. So let me give you back the control of your screen and find your material so that I can start playing the audio. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
I am ready.
I'm ready.
Everybody? Well, so let's see.
Lesson 3. What's new? Page 6. Exercise 1. Listen to the conversation.
What's new? I'm not working at the camera store anymore. You aren't? Where are you working now? At a bank. You are? I didn't know that.
Okay. Well, so first you're going to practice this. Don't practice your conversations yet. So you have some options in the box on the right. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes. You don't need more than that. So that you practice surprising your partner and reacting to the surprising information, but just with the information in the exercise. Let me form, oops, because okay. So here we go. 3 minutes.
Teacher, sorry, I entered late to the session like 5 minutes ago because I run out of electricity. So I don't have a team.
Okay. Who's that?
Gabriel.
Gabriel. Well, unfortunately, I cannot form a new group now, but you can practice with Mildred. Mildred is here and she doesn't have a group either. So I am going to disappear and you practice with her.
Oh, okay. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
Hi, Gabriel.
Hi.
I'm going to start with the first
Okay.
sentence. Okay. I'm an opera singer.
You are?
Mildred
Oh,
and Gabriel.
that's not the exercise.
That's
right?
not the exercise, exactly. You have to practice exercise 1.
Okay.
Not exercise 2. 1.
Oh, yes, I can see it.
Go ahead.
With the examples or?
No, the box that is called "I'm not working at the post office
Okay,
anymore."
okay. So I ask you, what's new?
Yes.
Can you answer with one of that?
Yes. No.
Tienen que
yes, right?
tienen que practicar el diálogo, no platicarse lo que deberían hacer en el diálogo, sino hacerlo, ejecutarlo, ya, pero ya, ahorita, porque los otros ya van a regresar, apúrense.
What's new?
I'm not working at the post office anymore.
You aren't? Why are you working now?
I'm working at the telephone company.
You are? I didn't know that.
Okay. What's new?
I'm not working at night anymore.
You aren't? Where are you working now?
Mildred, it's not where, because now the problem is working at night.
When are you working up?
Yeah, go ahead. When?
During the day.
You are? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so what's new?
I'm not driving to work anymore.
You aren't? How are you working now?
By bus.
You are? I didn't know that.
Okay, but it's not how are you working. It's not how are you working. How are you what?
How are you traveling to work now?
Something like that. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you need to adapt.
Okay. What's new?
I'm not driving to work anymore. Sorry, I'm not living with my family anymore.
You aren't?
But you have to repeat the previous dialogue, which was not correct. Can you repeat it?
Okay.
Pues sí, ¿no?
So
I'm not working with my... No, I'm not living with my family anymore, sorry.
no, the previous one, driving to work anymore.
Yeah, I'm not driving to work anymore.
Can you start with what's new?
Oh, sorry, I didn't
No,
get that.
vamos a hacer todo el diálogo completo desde el principio para que salga como Dios manda, ¿no?
What's new?
I'm not driving to work anymore.
You aren't?
How are you guys?
What was the one that you choose?
Driving to work.
Oh, okay. And what are you... No. What are you working now?
What are you working now? What kind of question is that? Tradúcela.
¿Qué es lo que trabajas ahora?
Ajá, pero ella lo que te dijo es que ahora ya no maneja al trabajo. O sea,
okay. So,
pues sí, o sea, tienen que poner atención a lo que dice su compañero, porque si no parece un diálogo en un manicomio, ¿no? O sea, ya no me voy en bicicleta al trabajo. Ah, ¿te gustan las fresas? O sea, ¿qué rollo? Tienen que poner atención en lo que dice su compañero.
Yeah. So it would be, why are you not working now?
It's not why, it's how. How? The person changed. She's not driving anymore. The person works, but this person doesn't go by car now. She has changed the transportation method.
Okay.
You see the point? Because in parentheses, you have by bus. So what happened is that this person changed the transportation method.
Yes. So the question would be, how are you traveling to work now?
Something like that.
By bus.
You are? I didn't know that.
And you have to sound surprised. You are? No, you are, ya didn't know that. O sea, como que te vale gorro. No, la entonación. Imagínate que casi te dijera o sea, casi te felicitara a alguien. Feliz cumpleaños, Gabriel. O sea, pues, como que dices, híjole, este cuate más bien me quiere apuñalar, no me quiere felicitar. Tienen que transmitir emoción con su voz.
Yeah, okay. You are? I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to stop the meetings of the others. Hurry up.
So
What's new?
I'm not living with my family anymore.
You aren't? Who do you live with now?
No.
Where do you live now?
Yeah.
A present continuous, please. Present continuous.
Where are you living now?
In my own apartment.
You are? I didn't know that.
Do you see now that you need present continuous? Because if you don't, the question is not you are. It's you do. You see the point?
Okay.
Because you have to use the same auxiliary that the other person used in the answer or that you were using in your own question.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so the first conversation, the example, Lucero, who was your partner?
Larissa.
Okay, Lucero and Larissa. The example conversation, please, the model.
What's new?
I'm COVID. I'm not working at the post office anymore.
Okay, but I want the example, Lucero, not the variation. First, I want the example.
Okay.
Okay, what's new?
I'm not working at the camera store anymore.
You aren't? Where are you working now?
At the bank.
You are? I didn't know that.
Okay, now the first variation, Lucero and Larissa.
What's new?
I'm coming. Sorry, it's because I'm in the cell phone. I'm not working at the post office anymore.
You aren't? Where are you working now?
At the telephone company.
You are? I didn't know that.
Okay, now the next variation, Victor, who was your partner?
Noemi.
Okay, go ahead, Victor and Noemi.
What's new?
I'm not working at night anymore.
You aren't? When are you working now?
During the day.
You are? I didn't know that.
Good. Okay, the next variation. Abigail, who was your partner? Oops. Sandra. Okay, Abigail and Sandra.
What's new?
I'm not driving to work anymore.
Okay.
You aren't? Where are you working now?
Oh, but did you hear her answer? can you start from the beginning?
Okay. What's new?
I'm not driving to work anymore.
Sandra?
I didn't understand. Sorry.
Can you say your answer, Abigail, in a louder voice?
I'm not driving to work anymore.
Okay. You aren't? Where are you driving?
It's not where. Look at the answer in parentheses. Now she's going to say by bus. So what is your question, Sandra?
What are you taking now?
No, así no, ahora no pasa así. ¿Cómo saludan los indios en las películas, Sandra?
I don't know.
Ah, ¿no?
How?
¿Sí ha visto un indio en la película? ¿Cómo saludan en las películas? How. Pues así empieza tu pregunta con how.
How are you?
How are you what?
How are you driving?
But she's not driving. She's not driving.
Take.
She's not taking. You cannot say how are you taking. It's not how. Can anybody suggest a verb that she can use?
Get.
Get. Okay, Sandra.
Where you get?
¿Era what? ¿Cómo eran los indios?
How are you get to work?
Pero es el present continuous. Concentración, por favor.
Okay. Where are you?
No era what. ¿Cómo eran los indios?
How are you getting to work now?
Now. Bueno, ahora te vas a acordar de esa pregunta y vas a empezar el diálogo desde el principio, ya, para los Oscars. Vamos.
What's new?
I'm not driving to work anymore.
You aren't? How are you getting to work now?
By bus.
You are? I didn't know that.
That was the exercise. I don't know exactly what you were doing, but that was what you were supposed to be doing. Axel, who was your partner? Axel?
Yeah.
Who was your partner?
I don't remember the name, sorry.
Who was practicing with Axel? Does anybody remember?
I think it's me, teacher.
Okay.
Victoria.
Thanks.
Who's me?
Victoria.
Okay, Victoria, go ahead. Victoria and Axel.
Okay. What's new?
I'm not living with my family anymore.
You aren't? Where are you living now?
In my own apartment.
You are? I didn't know that.
That was it. Okay. Well, any questions? Nope.
No.
So very quickly, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for you to practice exercise 2. This is something that we read last class, but it was some students in front of everybody. Now you're going to practice with your partner, surprising and reacting. A couple of minutes. So let me form one more group because there is something strange going on here. Oops. Okay, so a couple of minutes. Go ahead. So, mhm, mhm. Hugo, you practice with me. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Mhm. So, I read. I'm an opera singer.
You are?
Mhm. School's closing early today.
It is?
Mhm. Sue isn't going to school this term.
She's not? She isn't?
Mhm. I don't like ice cream.
You don't?
Mhm. My parents took a trip to Peru.
They didn't?
My parents took a trip to Peru.
They did.
They did. Uh-huh. Rick used to be a rock star.
He did?
Mhm. I didn't take a vacation last year.
You didn't?
Mhm. Um, I can lend you some money.
You can't? You can't?
Mm, You can. You can. I can't ride a bicycle.
You can't?
Mhm. We won't have time to go today.
We won't?
Meg has worked here for 20 years.
She has?
Mhm. Jen hasn't started her term paper yet.
She hasn't?
Uh-huh. So now you start. You surprise me, okay? Now
Okay.
you
I am an opera singer.
you are. Mhm.
School's closing early today.
It is.
Sue, teacher, how can I say pronounce? How can I pronounce this? Sue
Sue.
or Sue? Sue.
No, Sue.
Sue. Okay. Sue isn't going to school this term.
She isn't. Mhm. Go ahead.
I don't like ice cream.
You don't?
My parents took a trip to Peru.
To Peru.
To Peru.
One more time.
My parents took a trip to Peru.
They did?
Rick used to be a rock star.
He did.
I didn't take a vacation last year.
You didn't?
I can lend you some money.
You can.
I can't ride a bike.
You can't.
I
Mhm.
can ride a bicycle.
You can't.
We won't have time to go today.
We won't.
Meg has worked here for 20 years.
She has.
Yeah. How can I pronounce this name?
Jan. Jan. Jan.
Jan hasn't started her term paper yet.
She hasn't. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Okay. So now in exercise 3, you have to find the right completion, the right reaction. Mhm. So you have 5 sentences, 5 surprising sentences, and you have to find them. You don't need to write, you don't need to match. You are going to practice this orally. Okay? You don't need more than 2 minutes for this. So go ahead. Remember to use the right intonation. You are surprised. You cannot react like, I don't like ice cream. You don't. Así como, ¿sabes qué? Me vale. No. Están teniendo una interacción con otro ser humano y quieren mostrar que están sorprendidos, los emociona, lo que sea, pero no pueden estar neutros aquí. 2 minutes, go ahead. So we'll practice with me.
Teacher, what activity we are going to do?
Exercise 3.
Okay.
3. Okay. So, I'm not working at the bank anymore.
She did? No, you aren't.
My sister just had a baby.
She did?
My parents don't live in Montreal anymore.
They don't?
I've decided to go back to school.
You have?
My brother is going to get married.
He is?
Okay. So now you surprise me.
Yes, teacher. I'm not working at the bank anymore.
You aren't?
My sister just had a baby.
She did.
My parents don't live in Montreal anymore.
You don't?
I have decided to go back to school.
I've decided.
Okay. I decided to go back to school.
You have?
My brother is going to get married.
He is. Yeah? What? All right. So let's wait for everybody to come back. Okay. So, Victor, who was your partner?
Mimi,
Okay, go ahead. Number 1.
I'm not working at the bank anymore.
You aren't?
Good. Fair, who was your partner?
Ignacio,
Go ahead, please.
my sister just had a baby.
It's a surprise he cannot answer or what?
She has.
Okay, one more time. Repeat your sentence.
My sister just had a baby.
Ignacio.
She has.
But you don't have that option in the options in your material, do you?
Oh, no.
No, you look at them. You have 5 options. Do you have anything like that?
Give me a second.
Just reflect, Ignacio. In what tense was Noemi's sentence?
Perfect.
Can you say your sentence again, Noemi?
My sister just had a baby.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
Is it perfect?
Past.
So?
She did?
She did. This is simple past. Pauline, who was your partner?
Manuel.
Okay, go ahead. Pauline Manuel.
Okay, number 3. My parents don't live in Montreal anymore.
They don't?
Okay, Lucero, who was your partner?
Larissa.
Go ahead.
My brother is going to get married.
Well, in my material, there is one sentence before that one.
Sorry. I've decided to go back to school.
Okay, I need to hear I've decided.
Oh, yeah. I've decided to go back to school.
Mhm.
You have?
Okay. And then the last one, Laura, who was your partner?
Monse,
Okay, go ahead.
my brother is going to get married.
He is.
Yes. Okay. So in exercise 4, now you don't have a column to match. You have to react with something logical, one of these rejoinders. So you need to pay attention to the tense of the sentence that your partner is going to say, and to pay attention to the fact to whether the sentence is affirmative or negative, because you are like a mirror. If the sentence is negative, you react negatively. If the sentence is affirmative, you react affirmatively. Okay? So you have 6 sentences, you have the example, and then the rest. It's mini dialogues. So go ahead. You have a couple of minutes. Go ahead. Okay, Hugo, you stay here. All right, so I surprise you, but hold on a second because I need everybody to find their part. Okay, so Ignacio, my uncle speaks 12 languages fluently. The Kasugas just won a trip for 2 around the world. A family like the Simpsons. It's a family. It's like the Simpsons or the Flintstones. So the Kasugas just won a trip for 2 around the world. I've never had a hamburger. Good. English isn't her native language. Good, it isn't. I'll take you out to dinner tonight. You will. I used to live in Australia. You did? Good. Okay.
My uncle speaks 12 language
Fluently.
My uncle speaks 12 language fluently.
He does?
The Kasugas just won a trip for 2 around the world.
They did?
I don't remember how can I pronounce this.
I've never had.
I've never had a hamburger.
You haven't?
English isn't her native language.
Native. One more time.
English isn't her native language.
Native. Not native. Native language. English isn't her native language. One more time.
English isn't her native language.
It isn't?
I will take you out to dinner tonight.
You will?
I used to live in Australia.
You did? Well, fine. So let's wait for everybody to come back. Lucero, did you receive my mail?
haven't checked. Give me a second.
Mhm.
No, teacher, I think I don't have anything.
Strange. I sent it on Friday, I guess. Not today.
Let me check again.
Yes. So, Sair, who was your partner?
Sorry, I don't remember. Something that you study in psychology. Somebody.
Eh,
Yeah, she.
Odette.
Odette Sair. The example, number one.
My uncle, the example.
Yep.
My uncle speaks 12 languages fluently.
He does?
Now, number two, Sair and Odette.
The Kazugas just won a trip for 2 around the world.
They did?
Sure. Number three, Victoria, who was your partner? Ignacio?
No, Axel.
Axel, okay, sorry. Victoria.
I've never had a hamburger.
You haven't?
Okay. Number four, Gabriel, who was your partner?
Mildred.
Go ahead.
English isn't her native language.
It isn't?
Good. Sandra, who was your partner?
Abigail.
Okay, go ahead.
I take you out to dinner tonight.
You will?
Pero la estás invitando y la quieres sorprender. Es algo agradable, Sandra. Si no, parece como que estás sufriendo porque la vas a invitar. A ver, otra vez.
I take you out to dinner tonight.
But it's not a question. I'll take you to dinner tonight with some enthusiasm because you are offering an invitation. It's something nice, supposedly.
I take you out to dinner tonight.
Tonight, para abajo.
I take you out to dinner tonight.
I'll take you out to dinner tonight. Tonight. Not tonight. Tonight.
I take you out to dinner tonight. I take you out to dinner tonight.
Ya, ya me doy.
No.
No, pues le había dicho bien yo, pero a la otra no. A ver, di tonight.
Tonight.
Tonight. Tonight.
Tonight.
Pues así termina.
I take you out to dinner tonight.
Okay. And your partner?
You will?
Thank you. And finally, let's see. Fair, who was your partner?
Ignacio.
Okay, go ahead.
I used to live in Australia.
You used to?
No, what is the auxiliary for you used to? I used to do this, and in a negative, what is that? In what tense is the sentence, Ignacio?
In past.
What is the auxiliary for the past?
Did.
So, repeat, please, the complete mini dialogue.
I used to live in Australia.
You did?
You did? Okay, so now you are expected to practice with your own surprising sentences. For homework, you had 7 sentences. So you have to surprise your partner, and your partner needs to react with the corresponding tense, the auxiliary corresponding to that tense, and in the correct form, affirmative or negative, depending on your sentence. If it is negative, the reaction is negative. If it is affirmative, the reaction is affirmative. Okay? So I'm going to give you 5 minutes.
regresé a la escuela.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Who wants to start?
Okay.
Anyone.
Okay, I volunteer. My sister went to the moon.
She did?
She did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can go next.
Okay.
Diamond is the strongest material on Earth.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
Now me. I went back to school.
You did?
Yeah, you did?
Okay. Now me. My pet is a monkey.
It is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then my sister speaks Japanese.
She does?
Yes.
Yeah, I can use that. I'm gonna to travel in the next year.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never drank beer.
You haven't? Then I don't like vegetables.
You don't?
Yes.
I don't like the elephants.
You don't?
You don't?
You don't? My grandmother had 11 children.
She did?
Yes.
Then Mario Molina won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry.
He did?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I broke my leg.
You did?
You did?
Yeah.
Madonna is a friend of mine.
She is?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't swim.
You can't?
You can't?
Yes.
I know Luisito Comunica. I don't know.
You do?
You do, yeah.
I had a heart transplant yesterday.
You did?
You did?
Yes.
Or maybe can be you had?
No, because it's in past. It's not present perfect. It's
And
not I've had or I've never had.
Yeah. The blue team lost the match.
They did?
Yes.
Okay.
My brother lent me some money. Lends me some money.
He does?
He does? Yeah.
The last one. My parents have never eaten tacos.
They didn't?
They didn't.
Okay, do you have any question? Was there any of your sentences that your partner didn't know how to react to? Are you there?
Yes, maybe.
Which one had you said?
2 days ago, it was hailing balls of ice around 10 centimeters of diameter.
2 days ago, it what?
It was hailing balls of ice.
It would be better to say 2 days ago, it hailed.
Okay.
Because you are not giving a precise hour of the day, or I didn't catch.
Okay.
So 2 days ago, it hailed, like, I don't know, 2 centimeter hailstones. I would say, well, it did, and that would be it.
Okay.
Any other sentence that was not very clear? No? No? Well, so you have your homework, and that will be it for today. Remember, tomorrow I will be giving the rules for subject-verb agreement. It's relatively long, and I usually don't repeat that lesson. So try to attend, please. So, Laura, Lucero,
yes,
Mel, and Gabriel, okay?
Yes.
Bye.
Sure.
Bye, everybody.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care.